Okay. I think most of you are practicing the things of unit 1 and unit 2. Now also in the next class I will be giving some material related to unit 3. Okay, so you have to practice these programs. Unless you practice these programs, unless you practice this graphical representation of linked list, you will not understand anything. Okay, so okay. Okay. Now you can see the so deletion at the beginning. So you can see the diagram. So how I will be deleting, for example, initially, initially this is the head. This is the head node initially. Now what I am doing, I want to delete this head node. That means what? I want to delete this starting node. That is, this value is stored in head. Now if I want to delete this node, what I should do? I should keep the address of next node, that is second node, in head. Then automatically it will be deleted. So what he has done, see, pointer is equal to head. He temporarily first stored the value of head in pointer. For example, if you say something, 1 minute. For example, you can see here node 88 and node 99. For example, previously 88 is the first node in the linked list. Now I want to delete this 88. So what I have done in head, what is the value? For example, 99, 1 minute. The address of 99 is something like something like 6. So you can see here. Okay. So the address of 88 node is some 856 starting address, and the address of what we call it, okay, address of 88 is 856 and address of 99 is 945. So you can see that one. Now see this one. The address is so 88 99. Now initially 88 is the starting address of the linked list. So 88 is stored in, initially it was stored in head. Head value is initially it is 88. Now deleting the first node in the linked list means I want to delete this 88 value, means just I should store in the value of 1 minute 856. This is 856. So initially head is equal to 856. That is, the address of node 88 is stored in head value. The value 856 is stored in head. Now deleting the first node in the linked list means what? I have to change the address of head. In head, instead of 856, I should store 945. So if I write like this, 945. So instead of 856, if I write 945, automatically this will be this first node will be deleted. The starting node address will be 945. So what now you can see the steps here. Pointer is equal to head. He initially stored the head value, that is 856 in head, in pointer PTR. PTR he stored 856. Next, head is equal to head of next. Head is equal to head of next means what? Head is representing 856. In 856 next part, in 856 next part, you can see here. In 856 next part, in the 88 node part, the address is 856. In 856 next part, what is there? 945. So 945 is there. So you can see here. So in the next part of okay, in 856th address node, the next part is 945. So I will head is equal head of next means what? Head of next is equal to 945. So what I will do? I will copy thus 945 into head. So that is that head value now was changed from 856 to 945. Next, head of previous is equal to null, because this 99 node is the first node. So in the first node of a double linked list, what will happen? The previous part, previous previous pointer, address pointer will become null. So it is equal to null. Is equal to null. So next, free of PTR. The PTR value is 856. So previously, first head value is 856 that I stored in PTR. Now, free of PTR means what? Free of 856. Free of address 856 means what? This memory, this whole memory will be deallocated. This whole memory will be deallocated. So all of you, I think, understood this one. So first, what are the two steps you have done? Mainly two steps you have done. First, I stored the head value in a temporary pointer PTR. Next, what I stored, what I have done, I changed the value of head. Head is equal to head of next. For initially, head is equal to 856. Head is equal to head of next means what? This value 945 is copied to head. Second point, that is the value of head is changed. Third point, head of previous is equal to null. Since this 99, the second node will become the first node, the previous part in the second node, that is 99, should be null, because in a double linked list, in the starting node, the previous value, that is previous pointer value, will always be null. So I make this one as null. In 99 node, the previous part will become null. Next, free PTR. Free PTR means what? This PTR will be freed. This PTR will be freed. That is, initially PTR is equal to 856. This will be freed. So automatically this memory will be allocated. Then the 856 node, that is the address of the 88 node is 856. So at 856, the memory will be deallocated. So previously I told, and again I am remembering you, malloc means allocating. What we call free means deallocating. Two functions, we will be using two functions. So now we will go to the C. So insert deletion, deletion at the beginning function, struct node star PTR. Next, if head is equal to null, head is equal to null means what? Head is not representing any pointer. Then what we call printf underflow. Underflow means what? There is nothing to delete. If head is equal to null means what? There is no double linked list, so there is nothing to delete. So I will print as overflow. So you can see. So you can see here. Printf underflow. Next, else if head of next is equal to null. Else if head of next is equal to null. That means what? There is only one node in the double linked list. See, head of next, you can see here. See, head of next means what? This value, the address of that what we call 88 node, that is 856 is stored here. If in head of next, that is 856 next, that is in this blue part, null is there means what? Automatically there is only one node. So I will delete this node and keep the value head is equal to null. So you can see here. So you can see. Else if head of next is equal to null, head is equal to null, free head. Okay, I will free the head value. Next, printf node deleted. So you can see that one. Free head means what? The value allocated, the memory allocated by the system will be deallocated, and which memory will be deallocated? The memory that was represented by the pointer. Here, because single node is there, that node that node address will be stored in head. So I will be freeing that head value. That is, head is the head always represents the starting address of the starting node in the double linked list. Okay. Next. So next, you can see here. Else. So this is two steps, two things we have verified. One, there are no nodes in the double linked list. There are, next step is there are only okay. There are only one node in the double linked list. Next, third one is there are some nodes in the double linked list. There are some nodes in the double node linked list. So if there are some nodes in the double linked list, if I want to delete the first node, then the four steps, these four steps initially we have seen at the diagram. So in PTR, I will show the value of head temporarily. Next, head is equal to head of next. So head is equal to head of next means what? Head will now store the address of the second node. And now in the second node, head of previous is equal to null, because the second node will become the what we call head is equal to head, because the second node will become the first node. In the first node previous part, null will be there. So head of previous is equal to null. Next, free of PTR. We will free the PTR value. So initially, free of PTR means the first node will be deleted. The first node will be deallocated. In PTR, the first node address was stored. So free PTR means the first node address will be the value memory allocated, and that was represented by PTR. It is nothing but the first node will be deallocated. The whole memory of the first node in the address in the linked list will be deleted or deallocated. And in what we call, in nice words, we can see deallocating, not deleting. Deallocating, allocating, malloc, allocating, free, delete, deallocating. Both are opposites. Malloc and free functions are both opposite functions. Okay. Now, next step is deleting a single linked list at the end. Deleting a single linked list at the end. That is deleting the last node in the double linked list. So first we have seen deleting a node at the starting of the linked list. That is deleting the first node in the linked list. Now here deleting the last node in the double linked list. So you can see here, you can see the diagram. So you can see the diagram. So what he has done, first we have to identify the last node in this what we call in this deletion of the last node in the single link double linked list. First step is I have to identify which is the last node. In the previous function, because deletion of the first node in the double linked list, the first node is easily identified because the first node address is already stored in head pointer. So there is no need to search which is the first node. But here there is no pointer which represents the last node in the double linked list. So first step is I have to search which is the last node in the double linked list. So you can see here. So after searching the last node in the double linked list, I will keep that value in a temporary pointer, that is temp. So temp will represent the last node in the double linked list. Now how I will know this node is the last node? Because the last node in a double linked list, the next pointer is always null. So in a double linked list, the first node's previous pointer will be null, and the last node's next pointer will be null. So that's the thing, that in that way I will identify the first node and the last node. So here you can see. So you can see here temp of previous of next. So here first I started at the starting node, that is head value. I started with head value, that is head contains the starting address of the what we call first node in the double linked list. From there I traveled to the last node in the double linked list. So where I stopped, in the double linked list node where the next part is null, there I stopped the what we call traversing. I stopped the traveling until I identify a null in the next part of any node. I will be traveling from the first node. In the last node only, the next part pointer will be null. So there I will stop, and that value I will store in temp. So up to that one, two parts are over. First one is traveling from the starting node to the last node, and second part is once I identify the last node in the single linked list, I will store that value in the temp variable. So you can see here temp variable, temp pointer, otherwise you can see as a temp pointer. Next, what I can tell, temp of previous of next is equal to null. So to delete this last node, what I have to do, I have to make the value in the next pointer part of the previous node as null. So you can see here on the diagram, if I make this as null, for example, you can see here. If I make this as null, automatically this last pointer, last node will be deleted. That's it now. So previously, before deletion, what happens? Then previous node of the temp, that is last but one node, the next part is nothing but the address of temp. This temp value is already stored in the previous node. Now, if I make this as null, automatically this link will be deleted. This link will be deleted. So automatically it will be, this node will be deleted. So you can see here, previous of temp of previous. So temp of previous means what? You can see here. For example, okay. Now you can see here. See. One minute. So you can see here. So you can see here. Temp of previous. In previous, what is there? 856 will be there. So 856. What is that? Because why 856 is there? Because the this part, this pink part will contain the value of the address of the previous node, that is 856. So temp of previous is equal to, temp of previous is 856. So I will go to here in 856. In 856 next part, temp of previous of next, temp is 945. In 945 previous 856. So I will move to 856. In 856 next part is this part. It is initially how much it is? 945. It is 945. 945. It is initially. So temp of previous of next, that is 945. Here this part, blue part, I will making it as null. Instead of 945, I will make it as null. Previously it is 945. So there is a link between this previous node and next node. So if I make it as null, automatically this link will be broken. So automatically this node will be deleted. So in the next step, you can see free of temp. Free of temp means what? All this memory will be deallocated in the memory. So automatically this node will be deleted. Okay. Now you can see the things. So you can see. So if head is equal to null, printf underscore, same thing. This is the thing we have discussed earlier. That is head is equal to null means what? There is no node in the point, no node in the linked list. So automatically underflow, that is no node is there. Next, else if head of next is equal to null. Else if head of next is equal to null, head is equal to null, pre of head, node is deleted. See, if head of next is equal to null, that means what? There is only one pointer, one node in the whole linked list. Next, so head is equal to null means what? So after I want to delete that node. So if I keep head is equal to null, automatically that node will be deleted. Next, free of head. Free of head means what? The memory allocated by the node in the double linked list will be deallocated. So you can see here. So you can see here. For example, you can see head will represent the starting node of the linked list. So if I make head is equal to null, automatically what will happen? this node, this link will be broken. So automatically this node will be deleted. Next, if I write free of head, that means what? All the memory that was represented by the pointer head will be deallocated. The node will be, the memory allocated will be deallocated. Okay. So you can see. So you can see. So you can see, this is the thing. If else if head of next is equal to null, head is equal to now free of head. So automatically that first node will be deleted. Next, if there are more than one or two nodes, more than one node, that is two or three nodes, then what I have to do? Then see, then what I have to do. So PTR is equal to head. The head value I have stored in PTR temporarily. If PTR of next is not equal to null, PTR is equal to PTR of next. So here you can see this part. This whole 4 lines are nothing but traveling from the first node to the last node. So here see, if PTR of next not equal to null, PTR is equal to PTR of next. So I started at first node until the last node. In the last node only, the next part will be null. Until there, I will be traveling. Okay. So next, PTR of PTR of previous of next is equal to null. So these 2 steps we have discussed earlier. So these 3 steps, if PTR is equal, PTR of next is equal to not equal to null, PTR is equal to PTR of next. This is traveling from the first node to the last node. In the last node, PTR of previous of next is equal to null and free pointer. These 2 points we have discussed. So you can see the. So here, instead of in the diagram he used temp, but in the program he used PTR. So PTR or temp both are equal. So you can see here, PTR and temp both are equal. In this diagram he used PTR temp, but in the program he used PTR. So you can see in the first part he started with head until PTR of next not equal to null. He traveled up to the last node. In the last node, what he has done in the previous part, last but one node is there. In that node, next part he went to the next part and made it as null. Automatically this link will be destroyed. So automatically this node will be deleted. So you can see. So temp of previous of next is equal to null. So it is temp. In the program he has written PTR. So PTR of previous, that is 856. I went to 856. In 856 of next, that is 945. So in 945 he kept null. In this blue part he kept null. So automatically instead of 945 null will be allocated. So next, free of PTR. Free of PTR. So free of PTR means what? This part will be deallocated. This memory will be deallocated. So automatically that will be deleted. So that's the thing. So now 2 parts are over. Third part, that is deletion at the middle. So you can see. See here. Now you can see the diagram. See, for example, I want to delete this node, that is node 20. It is that it is represented by the address 555. So if I want to delete this node, what I have to do? I have to change the links of next part in the node 8 and the previous part in the node 15. If I make these two changes, automatically this node will be deleted. So initially in the next part of node 8, what is there? 555 is there. 555 is the address of this node 20. And again, in the previous part of this 555, what is there? Some value 444. For example, here 444. So for example, consider as for example as 444 previous node. So automatically in this previous part, what will be there? 444 will be there. And again in the next part, see 666 is there. 666 is the address of node 15. And in the previous part of the node 15, 666, what will be there? 555 will be there, because 555 is the address of the previous node, this 20. Okay, so you can see here. So now what I have to take, instead of 555, if I keep the value 666, automatically this link will be destroyed. And at the same time, instead of this in the previous part of node 15, instead of 555, if I keep 444, automatically this link will be deleted. So two things I have to do in next what we call the next part of node 8. In the next part means this part on the right side part, instead of 555, I have to make it as 666. And in the left part of 15, instead of making 555, if I keep 444, automatically this node will be deleted. So you can see. So you can see deletion at a specific location. That is, if I want to delete at location 5, that is after node 5, I want to delete the node. So you can see here. So you can see struct node star ptr temp into value printf enter the data, which after which the node is to be deleted. For example, in the diagram, data 8. So after 8, I have to delete the node. So you can see. So enter value. So here I will enter 8. If you see that this diagram, I will enter 8. So after 8, I will be deleting the node. So you can see here. So ptr is equal to head. So the value which I want to delete is stored in ptr. Now see, while ptr of data not equal to val, ptr is equal to ptr of next. So I will start at the starting node of the linker list, that is head. So head is temporarily stored in ptr. From ptr of the first node, I will start and up to where I will travel until the value of until the value in the node is encountered. So ptr of data not equal to null, ptr is equal to ptr of next. Whenever ptr of data is equal to val, automatically I will stop there. For example, val is equal to 6. I have, while scanning, while if I execute the scanf, I will take the value as 8. So I will start from the head and I will end at 8 location. I will be traveling from the 6th node and I will be stopping at value 8. So this is value. Whenever this value is encountered, I will stop there. So here you can see. Next, if ptr of next is equal to null, printf can't delete. So if ptr of next is equal to null means what? There is no node to delete. So what this mean? What does it mean? If I choose the last node, if I choose the node as last node, after the last node, if I want to delete anything, then this if statement will be executed. See here, ptr of next means what? For example, here you can see the diagram. For example, ptr is equal to 8. We have traveled from head, and now what we call 1 minute. So for example, ptr stopped here at value 8. So for example, ptr stopped here, value 8. For example, I have given value as 8. So I will stop here. Starting from the head, I will stop here. Now, if in this part, in the 555 part, if null is there means what? This is the last node. 8 is the last node. After this node, there is no other node. So if I can't delete any other node. So instead, so in the next part, if ptr of next is equal to null means what? There is no node next to this node. This is the last node. So I can't delete any node after this node. So automatically we can't delete. Thus message will be displayed. So can't delete. Next. Else if ptr of next is equal to null. So ptr of next is equal to null. So you can see here. If this is the last but one node, for example, you can see here. ptr of next 555. In 555 of next, if the null is there, then what I have to do? I have to delete this node. So to delete this node, what I have to do? If ptr of next is equal to null, in the place of 555, if I keep as null, automatically this next node will be deleted. So if I want to delete a node which is the last node in the linked list, then this condition will be executed. So else if ptr of next is equal to null, that is I want to delete the last node, then what I will do? ptr is representing the last but one node. So in ptr of next is equal to null means what? Automatically the last node will be deleted. So you can see here. For example, I started at head, I am traveling, and the value which I want, after which I want to delete is 8. There I stopped. So ptr is equal to 444. Now in the only one node is there in the next part, that is 20 is there. So what will happen? PTR of next 555, in 555 of next null is there. That means what will happen? This is the last node. Then what will happen? If I want to delete this node, what I will do? PTR of next, that is instead of 555, PTR of next is 555. Instead of 555, if I keep it as null, automatically these two links will be broken. So automatically I will be deleting this node. Okay. Now these two are the not the cases. For example, three cases we have discussed. One is, see here. One is there is no node to delete. Second, if I am deleting the, if I want to delete the last node, and third one is if I want to delete a node which was not there. So three steps. If PTR of next is equal to null, I can't delete any node. If PTR of next is equal to null, I will delete the last node. Else, if these are the not to, if these two are the not the conditions, then what I will do? See here. Temp is equal to PTR of next. PTR of next is equal to temp of next. Temp of next is equal to previous is equal to PTR and free of temp. So you can see here. So what he has done. So he took two variables, PTR and temp. So you can see here. So for example, PTR. So PTR of next, what he has done, he copied into a temporary pointer known as temp. So you can see here. So now see. 1 minute. Okay. See here. He has done 3 steps. So see. Temp is equal to PTR of next, first step. So temp is representing the next node which I want to delete. PTR represents the previous node after which I have to delete the node. Temp represents the node which I have to delete. So here, what I have to change previously I told. This part, PTR of next I have to change. See here. PTR of next I have to change, and temp in the temp of next previous part I have to change. So you can see here. So what I have to do in PTR of next, I am keeping the value of what I am keeping? Temp of next. Temp of next means what? This one. So you can see here. This is temp of next. So you can see this is temp of PTR, temp, PTR of next. So you can see in PTR of next, if I keep the value of temp of next is 666. Temp of next is nothing but 666. If I keep this value, automatically this link will be allocated. So you can see here. This link will be allocated. Next, in temp of next. So temp of next, in temp of next previous part, in this previous part, if I keep the value of PTR, so 444, automatically this link will be allocated. This link will be automatically come into function. Okay. So two links I have to change. 1 minute. One is this one. So first I have to change the, see, simple things you can understand. I have to change the next part of PTR, and I have to change the previous part of temp of next. Temp of next is, this whole node is temp of next. This is temp. This is PTR. In temp of next previous part, I have to change the value. In PTR of next part, I have to change the value. So you can see, in PTR of next, what I should keep? Temp of next. In PTR of next, I should keep the temp of next. In temp of next of previous value, I have to keep the PTR value. Automatically 444 will be kept here. So that is the thing. So 4 steps you can see here. So temp is equal to PTR of next. Next, PTR of next is equal to temp of next. Temp of next of previous part. In the temp of next previous part, what I should keep? PTR value. I should keep the PTR value. So next, free of temp, automatically I will be deallocating the middle one, free of temp. Automatically I will be deleting the middle one, free of temp. Automatically this node will be deleted. So 4 things I have done. So mainly 2 things. One is changing the 2 address points. That is, first I have noted as PTR. This after the node which I want to delete, that node is represented as PTR. The node which I want to delete is represented by temp, and the next node is represented by temp of next. First I have identified these 3 pointers. Next, what I have done, in PTR of next, I have changed the value. The next one is, in the previous part of the temp of next, I have changed the value. Then automatically the middle node that is temp represented by temp will be deleted. Okay. So that in these 3 steps you have, I think you have, most of you have understood. Okay. So 3 deletions are also over. So next one is display. Automatically displays a small thing. There is no, what we call, it can be easily understood by everybody. So display is starting from the head node. I will be traveling, and at each node I will be printing the data part. So you can see here PTR of data part. So at each node I will be printing the value starting from the node, that is PTR of head, starting the first node until last node, until PTR not equal to null. So PTR not, when it will be not equal to null, when I have the last node, when I stop at the last node, that PTR will be null. So in the next iteration, I will not be entering this loop. So until then, printf %d / n PTR of data, PTR is equal to PTR of next. So like that, I will be traveling. This whole loop is nothing but traveling from the first node to last node, and this printf is nothing but the printing the value in each node. And here you can see the main thing, PTR of is equal to PTR of next. So search is also the same thing. I want to search some value where it is there. So I will start at first. If the linked list is empty, I can't do anything. PTR is equal to null, I can't do anything else. I will search from the starting nodes. So ptr is equal to head, that is the head value is stored temporarily in ptr, while ptr not equal to null until the last node. This loop is nothing but traveling from the first node until the last node. So here, while ptr of not while ptr not equal to null, I will be traveling. If ptr of data is equal to item, the item which I want to, which I was searching, if item is nothing but the value or data I am searching. If it is equal to ptr of data, that is the data in the present node, then what I will do? Printf item found at location %d I+1. For example, after 4 iterations, I have found the item, that is the item which I want is equal to ptr of data, the data in the node. Then what I will print? I+5, that is 0 plus 5, 0 plus 1, 0 plus 1, 4 iterations. So 4 will be, I will be printing flag is equal to 0. That's the searching is easy. It is also easy. So if the item is not found, then automatically I will be printing the value. That you can see by using the flag. Okay. So in this today's class, we have discussed 4 things, or 5 things. First, mainly deletions, deleting at the beginning, deleting at the end, deleting in between any 2 nodes. And next we have discussed about the display function. Next we have discussed about the search function. So you can see the output here. Choose one option from the following: insertion at the beginning, insertion at the last, insertion at the random. So you can see 8, he has written 8, show. So nothing is there. Next, choose one, insert at the beginning. So enter the value 12. So 12 is there. Node inserted. Next one. Again, enter your choice 1. Enter the value 123. Node inserted. So you can see here. Next, enter your choice 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see here. Next, enter your choice 8. Show. So automatically you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the first node. 1, 2, 3 is the next node. 12 is the last node. So the node which I want to insert is not, it is inserted at the beginning. That's why 120, 1, 2, 3, 4 is the start, has become the first node. You can see here. Output also you can see here. So you can see, enter your choice 2. That is enter the value. I want to enter the value 89 at the last of the linked list. So node is inserted. Next one. You can see, enter your choice 3. Insert at some location. Enter the value, enter the location which I want to insert 1. So after location 1, I want to insert. Enter the value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Location means 1 means what? Starting location. Node insert. Now I want to. So you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 18. Okay. You can see that. 4. Delete the starting node. So automatically delete the node. Delete the last node automatically. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's the. So you can see the output here also. So seeing the output, you can understand things. So, double linked list is over, single linked list over. I have taken nearly 5 classes to explain the linked list, because these are very typical. You have to practice, you have to listen, you have to practice first the graphical part, next to the program part. Until you do that one, you can't do anything, you can't move anywhere. Okay. So today I'm stopping the class. So double linked list over. Tomorrow we will see some circular single linked list, some circular double linked list briefly. Then in the next part, I will be showing you how I will implement stack and queues by linked list. Previously, we discussed stack and queues by using arrays. Now, I will discuss how I will implement by using linked list. So, in the next two classes, I will be completing the unit 3, and the next 4th unit, I will be starting with trees. So, and then after 2 classes, I will be sharing you some data, that is some programs or something. Then you have to practice on your own. Okay. So I'm stopping this class. I'm ending this session. Okay. Thank you.